welcome to... I'm not going to do a stupid intro. I'm just going to start talking about what's been going on this channel. A lot of stuff has been going on. I first want to dive into, like, the video schedule. Before we even get into that, I kind of want to dive more into the time I had away before I came back to this channel and the reasoning. The reason why I was away for so long, I think this is around the time that Frontiers came out, and I was supposed to do a Frontiers playthrough or live stream or whatever it was, and I didn't end up doing it because I had computer issues, I think, or something. Something happened with the audio where I just didn't feel like doing the video anymore, or the live stream, or anything for that case. And then I had like a self-reflection moment where I kind of looked and was just like, why the fuck am I doing this? And then I just didn't do shit for almost half a year because I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I've been doing this since I was 13. Don't watch the old stuff. Yeah, I've been doing this since I was 13 and felt no satisfaction from it. And I thought that was because of I'm not getting you anywhere with the videos, and I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, and what it came out to be was just the type of stuff I was doing. So I started to move away from gameplays. And then I was like, okay, so I'm going to start doing something a little bit more different. During that time, right before Frontiers, I started doing video essays. So I started to develop more video essays or more scripted stuff that I can kind of do where I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. And I did. And it still didn't do anything. So I was just like, okay, then I don't know really what I'm doing. So then I just left. And I worked on a music project. And it was amazing to work on that, and it felt liberating. I thought I knew what I was doing, and I thought that I was just done with YouTube, and I was just going to focus solely on music. No, that wasn't the case. If anything, there was always that itch behind me. A little scratching itch, and I was just like, I don't want to do YouTube again, you know you want to, and I did that. And this whole time I noticed I wasn't using my mic.
Okay, I am hoping that this is not too far and I'm gonna knock everything over. You wouldn't believe how I have this set up right now. And I hope it doesn't knock it down. Don't I sound better? Yeah, I should have just, you know. There's always something going on. There's always something that's fighting against me in video creation or whatever you want to call this. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so I always knew there was an itch to come back to YouTube and do something. I don't know what it was. It was bothering me because I knew that I wanted to do something, and I knew I wanted to do something creative, and I knew I had so much opinions and stuff to talk about because I'm a yapper. You know? I'm a yapper. So, I just started to think about what I wanted to do. And that's kind of when, around the time of Shadow Generations, or Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. And I was like, okay, I want to do a video. And I did. And I did well. And people cared, and I was like, okay, cool. Guess I can do stuff now. And not saying that people caring about it was like the main reason why I came back, because the main reason was just I missed doing it. I missed creating these videos. And I think just coming back and doing those things just made me feel complete, I guess. And yeah, that's kind of like what really happened with everything. And that's why I am doing stuff now, I really hope that I can keep that momentum up. For the past 2 weeks, it's been not that. I've been losing my mind. You know what I'm saying? Right, partner? I've been watching a lot of Red Dead. I'm sorry. For the past 2 weeks, I've just have not been feeling up to doing content. And that being this content. As far as anything, I have so much videos on the back burner. I think I have 3 that are supposed to be coming out now, actually, while I'm recording this, and I haven't done nothing but write scripts for it. And that's where we're at. Really, honestly. Let's be transparent. I'm not okay. If that's the most honest and brutal way that I can put it, I'm not. I have been struggling with mental health for what feels like eternity, but for the past 2 weeks recently, really heavy. And it's kind of why I didn't really do videos that much, or why I kind of shied away from a lot of just really pushing the content barrier for my channel. I was doing well for a little bit when the Sonic movie was coming out and Shadow Generations was coming out, and then after that I just lost it. I just didn't really feel like anything was worth doing. And for people who understand what I'm talking about, you know that feeling where anything that you do just doesn't feel satisfying. It doesn't feel right at the moment. I think for a long time I felt like that with a lot of things. And I just kept trying to push through stuff. Kept on little projects. And hopefully that could be some type of gratification to push me further to do what I need to do. I was wrong. And but I kind of just didn't put me in a good headspace of just, I guess the only way that I can really say is that I just was not happy with myself and with anything that I was doing. And there's a lot of personal things that I won't get into because it's not really necessary for this conversation or for this video. But I've been dealing with those things for more than a year, maybe 2, 3. And there's always that weird moment where I forget about it for a second. And then I get this speed, this locomotion on the track, full speed ahead moment. And I feel that for a fleeting moment. And then once that track ends, we're at that barrier point, I don't have it anymore. And then all the creations, all the things that go through my head is just gone. Anything that I came up with doesn't matter. Anything that I had planned doesn't matter. And I sit in bed all day. And I don't move. There's a helicopter. That feeling I have been dealing with for, I would say, around maybe 5 years. Maybe I dealt with it longer than that, but I couldn't identify it. I thought it was just me being lazy. Or it really wasn't me being lazy. It was just me dealing with BP. Those moments are the worst. Because I know what I have to do, and I know I want to do them. I don't have it. So, I bet within these 2 weeks, honestly, if I be honest, I think it was more than 2 weeks that I haven't done anything. And I'm quite ashamed of that, honestly. I really do think that hurts me more. I don't think it really affects you. And if it does affect you, then sorry. But the way that it affects me is that I know that I need to do these videos because I believe myself and I love what I do so much, but I can't do it. And I hope you understand what I mean. And for content creators who deal with mental illness, you know that mental drive is down. The want and the need to make this stuff, it's just not there. In between that time, I put out a scissor reel, which you can find at the top somewhere. Wherever YouTube keeps switching the annotations thing around. I don't know what they're doing with that. I think it's on this side. You can watch that, and that's just the plan that I have for this year, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to do it. And I get to that point every time. To a point where when I was making that sizzle video, I really was scared. Like I was giving false promises. But I'm trying my hardest not to make it a false promise. Because I love doing this. I do. I really honestly do. Whether or not I'm not where I want to be, or the quality of my work is not where I want to be, which really frustrates me every time I upload something, I still love what I'm doing. And I'm trying to navigate that to my brain to let me know from my heart that I love this. Because those two things do not communicate a lot. If anything, sometimes I think my brain does not communicate at all. Sometimes my brain go dumb. There's a miscommunication between the two, and that love is not strong enough to communicate to my brain to tell me that I want to do this. So my brain kind of like shuts out the heart, and it's just like, nah, you kind of don't want to. Not like people will care. You know, the world's ending. Everything's on fire. It's kind of bleak sometimes, and I try to not think that way. But it's kind of hard when you got things thrown at you every 5 seconds. I'm going to check if I'm still recording, because I feel like I'm not. So, I say all this just to say that I'm not saying that things will be better from here on out. I'll have more uploads rapidly, and I feel better now. I'm hunky-dory. Like, everything's fine. No. If anything, that's a false promise. I know I would never get to that point, and that's okay. And I have resolve with that feeling. And I think it's best to say that I'm at peace with that thought. And that I'm okay with letting that be the norm within my upload schedule. And letting that be okay with my personal life, because everyone needs to go through something in order to be grateful for something that they have. Hello. Jim Carrey once said, we need depression. I'm paraphrasing because I completely forgot what the quote actually said. But he said that, we need depression. Our body needs to go through deep rest in order to reset and restart. And I feel like I go through that several times. The cycle is draining and tiring. Honestly, the reward is 10 times better. The reward is 10 times better because I feel 10 times better in order to get stuff done. And I feel 10 times better. And I feel like, fuck it, let's take on the world type feeling. So, yeah. That was long-winded. I kind of felt like a monologue there. Still awake? Get the fuck up.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Well, now that we're out of, all the melancholy type stuff. Let's talk about like what's going on here. I guess that's the best way to put it. I really, truthfully, am ready to do these live streams. I'm so excited. I cannot wait because I really want to focus more on live streaming because I know I won't do playthroughs anymore. That's old history. That's old news. You know how much that takes to edit? People think that you just put it up a camera or record your gameplay and then you just play the game and that's it. No, there's so much more that people have to do, that Let's Players have to do in order to get that done. You watch Corey, you watch Berleezy and all them, Dashy, whoever it is, they have to do so much in order to get that video out. It's a lot. And they do more than me because they have more edits. It's a lot. Just tiring. I can't do that. So kudos to them. Can't do it. And I always run into issues because something's always corrupted. Whether it be the audio or the video. Something's corrupted. It can't be alright. Apparently it's all left. You can leave the video now. Sorry. Yeah, these live streams feel like this is where it's going to go. And I feel very confident that everything will work out. Everything will work out. But starting off with Sonic Adventure DX, I literally, there's so much childhood with that game that I'm really excited to start off with that game, and then to end it off with Last of Us Part 2. Such a tone change, but you know, that's what we're here for. Didn't we just do a tone change? Yes, we did. Don't deny it. That's what the fuck just happened. Honestly, truthfully, that's gonna start soon. I want to say sometime next month. But yeah. As far as like the short films that I have planned, I am already writing one. I'm in the process of writing one. Have several ideas for other ones. Haven't storyboarded them yet, but short films is something new for my channel. I've always had a dream to do something within the film aspect because I love film, I love TV, I love writing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start doing short films, and I've always wanted to do that. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I can't give any details about like any of them yet because one, spoilers, and this is not exclusive. Jerk. They're going to be coming out sometime in the summer. That's kind of like what the idea I have for it. They're really going to start shooting out in the summer. So hopefully, last but not least, what everyone's expecting, new videos on here, whether that be Sonic related or just gaming related in general. I kind of just want to stay in the realm of Sonic, but I'm not too like opposed to going outside of that and talking about like maybe, I don't know, something Last of Us or something Spider-Man wise, because Spider-Man 3 is coming. Oh, also Wolverine's coming out too. But there's also a lot of other games that I'm really excited for that I just haven't really talked about on this channel. Like, no one knows how much I really love Uncharted, and it's like my favorite video game franchise of all time because I talk about Sonic so much, and that's fine. I mean, I love Sonic, and if anyone walks up to me and they say, hey, that's Alchemy, oh, Sonic, you know, it kind of makes sense. But Uncharted is like my number one franchise. I love it. But that's what I mean by like I don't want to stay in Sonic, but like primarily Sonic. We're kind of like borderline. So yes, new videos coming out, and I'm still working on some. I'm going to record some after this video. So 2 to be exact. No, 3. Sorry, 3. 2. I don't remember. I guess closing remarks is for content creators who are dealing with bipolar, anxiety, depression, whatever it is you are better than your depression. You're better than any of your diagnosis. Think of it as a bully and pushing that bully to the ground and spitting on them and telling them like, you're not shit. You think you're the shit, but you're not. Because without me, you can't exist. I give you everything. I give you a body to host in. And that's just what it is. I don't know how you can relate that to a bully, because the bully doesn't need a host. They have their own body. Whatever. You get it. Keep pushing. If you want to do something, do it. Don't let anything stop you. You never know what's going to be on the other side. As far as everyone who is not a content creator and dealing with this stuff, same applies. You just take out the content creation part of it. I don't know. I'm not good with the stuff. This is why I stay talking about Sonic. I go dumb brain. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm gonna start rambling. After this video is probably gonna be a bunch of other about Sonic Crossworlds, Racing Crossworld, whatever that one, the one that they announced at the Game Awards, the racing game. I'm gonna talk about that. So, yeah, you like the green screen? You like that? That's new. And yeah, I'm changing stuff up with the channel. You know what I mean? No. Okay, then I'm gonna fucking leave.